Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, my fellow YouTubers, Facebookians. Aries here with a video. I got a video review on What Trout Want: The Educated Trout and Other Myths by Bob Wyatt. This book, in my opinion, is very good. The guy starts saying he was born in Canada, gets over to England, Scotland, Wales, etc., Ireland, this stuff. Ends up going to New Zealand, where he's at the moment, apparently. And I think because you're from different things. Then it gets into interesting thing. This had 10 chapters. I read 2 chapters one night and the rest of the chapters daytime. So it took me about 9 days to finish this book. So let's get down to it. You got the acknowledgement and then the introduction. Then it says Part 1, A Beautiful Fiction, Smart Trout. Chapter 1, The Self-Conscious Trout, An Alternative View, The Educated Trout, The Scientific Angler. Chapter 2, It's Not Just About Us, Flying Anxiety, Suspicious Minds, A Battle of Wits, and Matching the Hatch. 3, Faith is Better Than Hope, Trout Ammo, Less is More, You Gotta Have Faith, Selective Unmasked. 4, Keep It Simple, Hunting the Howdy, Size Matters, Get Real, A Flea in the Water. Chapter 5, Outside the Box, A Matter of Attitude, Urinal Cake Theory, Anti-fly tying in the search of images. Chapter 6, The Fly Design, Trout Fly Voodoo, Prey Image and Offer They Can't Refuse, Broadband Trout Flies, and Limited Attention. Rodeo Lesson, Selective, A Spooky Take Your Pick, Beyond Reason, A Sparking Illusion. What Goes Around? Part 2, Presentations. Chapter 8, Covering the Basics. It ain't what you got, it's what you do with it. My mom used to say that about male hot dogs and female parts. Drag, Finding a Happy Fish. Sorry, I had to throw that in there for you book reviews for that. When you've had a sex change and people say, well, it's not how you use it, oh well. Chapter 9, Some New Angles. Deep Secrets, Contact Nymphing, Pressure Trout. Chapter 10, Beyond the Comfort Zone. A Road Less Traveled, Trout Hunting on the Lakes, Exceptions of the Rule, The Dark Side. To a Young Presentationist, and then the Index. First of all, I gotta say, this book's about $20, $25 on Amazon right now, and I think it's like $28. But, first of all, someone said, why pay $25? Someone else was talking about this a while ago. Made in China. Because, first of all, it's not how the book is made in China. It's what you feel inside your heart reading it. If you get a lot of knowledge out of it, then you highly recommend it. I give this a 5 stars because the pictures are just amazing. The New Zealand fish are huge. You're looking at a 2 to 3 foot large trout between brook brown and brook brown and rainbows. Huge monsters. The guy talks about all his fishing experiences and still he's learning. And he wanted to put it in a book for the people to read. Not because he wanted to make money off of it, because he thought, heck, maybe I can get someone to teach something. This book's brand new pretty much. The library probably checked it out once or twice. I got a hold of it one day when I was browsing the book section, waiting for the neighbor to finish up her computer session. I looked at it and I said, wow, I gotta read this. I'm all about trout fishing. I will be into walleye and pike soon and bass, but right now it's trout. As you can see on the other ones, these are trout books. So, this one is a library book. Those I own. What do I say? I highly recommend it. The guy is a good storyteller, and you just can sit there. I mean, heck, some of the things I read were just funny in it. One story was just too humorous. Didn't even think about it, but when you're reading it, it's like reading a book like the Lonesome Dove series, and you're just picturing yourself there with Bob Wyatt, hearing him narrate things, and all of a sudden you're just laughing because you can't picture it. And all of a sudden it's like, oh yes, I'm not going to get into details, but let me tell you, it was fabulous. I highly recommend this book. 5 stars. Hands down. With that said, please add and subscribe if you like. Please post comments in the box if you like. Please add me as a friend if you like. Please subscribe. Please, post comments and suggestions. Thank you, and may God bless the world.